Morning everyone, Carol here from Carol's Crafty Ways. Hope you're all doing okay. And still the weather is awful. Anyway, today is a bit of a challenge. I bought a die. I quite like Tim Holtz dies, and I bought this die and I thought that looks great. You can do some really nice cards with that. But like all crafters, sometimes we just don't look at what we're buying. And then when it arrived and I took it out the packet, I was faced with this. And I thought, oh my goodness. Now it says 23 dies, but I actually counted 24 dies. So I think there's more than it says. So I put it away. I thought, no, I need to just have a day when I'm in the mood to do something like that. So I got it out again the other day and started to do it and thought, oh, God, put it away again. So today we're going to persevere, but I have to say I have cut out the bits because I didn't want you to sit and watch me do that. So I have cut out the bits and we're going to colour this. Now, these dies are, if you can see there, they do tell you which candle it belongs to. So when I'm popping out the bits, I was doing really well stacking them all up, and then suddenly I just lost the will because they were popping out of the dies. I'm like, where has that one come from? So I kind of figured, scrap that. We've got a picture. We can kind of see how all this goes together. So we've got 3 candles. This one for me is the kind of easiest one to do. There's a little bit there that needs poking out. So I'm going to start with this one. And for me, there is, as I see here, 4 pieces to this die, as so. So, and looking at the picture, and then we've got this bit here, okay? And I have to tell you as well, they are really, really delicate. So, oh, and we've got this bit. So we're going to pop these away for a minute. I'm going to bring in my blending board. And I have got various different coloured inks out. And I'm going to go with tea dye and antique linen. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, hopefully I'm in shot, let me move over, but just giving this a whole coat of antique linen. I might get some other out in a moment. Okay. My idea is that we do a candle at a time, build it up, ink it up, build it up. Okay, so now I'm going to get just another colour out. I'm going to get gathered twigs. I don't want much of this. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to build it first, then give a tiny touch of gathered twigs. So I'm using the picture. So that tells me that that's going on the top of there. So I'm going to get out my gun. Now, whether I'll use all 3 candles on the card I've got in mind, I don't know. We'll see. But boy, it is one of those where you really do need, I'm afraid, to be in the mood. But I imagine it's going to be amazing when it's done. And I think this then, nope, is going this way round. Like so. Then there's this little bit here, which we need to give a bit of ink into. And then pop this. Now I think this, according to the picture, that slots inside there and then that comes down here. So for me, that is done. But what I'm going to do is take a little blending brush. I wonder if I come in with tea dye rather than... Let's try this tea dye. I don't know how it'll work, but just give a bit of tea dye finish to it. I say I do love Tim Holtz, but I just thought, oh my goodness, what have I bought? I'm going to go in now with some gathered twigs, just a little bit. And I'm going to leave that candle like that. I am going to get my Sharpie pen and I'm going to colour the wick. Now you do get all the wicks as well. So I'm just going to put that to one side because I may come in with some gilding polish. Let's see. Let's give this a wipe. And then we'll attempt another one. We shall attempt another. Okay, I'm going to go with this one next. This one seems to have quite a few bits to it. And we're going to do this one red. So let's just clean that brush up. This brush. And I think I'm going to start with barn door. And I'm just going to give the bottom one a coat of barn door. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Let's see what candied apple. Candied apple. Don't know if that needs to come out or not, but it's not. There are some really delicate bits as well. Then we've got this bit, which I'm going to do. Make sure I get the right lids on. I'm then going to come to lumberjack plaid. I'm going to give this a coat of the lumberjack plaid. And then we've got these little bits here, which I'm also going to do with it. And we'll work out how this one then goes together. But there's this little bit here as well. Was there any more? Okay, so let's get this put together. So this is going to go. It's going to go on top of here. I'm going to give them another coat when I've built them. Okay, so that's going on there. Then I think it's this one. So as I say, I think the picture is the best bet. It's pretty easy to figure out which goes on which because the candles are different sizes, but it was just all the little bits. I was like, gosh. Now I've got, are those both the same? No, they're not. Right, so I think that one's bigger. So this one's going on here. There. So it's in the middle of there, and then this final piece on top, and then we've got some bits at the bottom, and I have got some bits on the tray here, on the paper, sorry, where I'm not quite sure where they belong, so we'll figure that out in a minute. See, when it's built up it's good. Right, I've got this little bit here. I'm not sure where that goes. Have I got some of the bits on here. So I've got, I think that goes on it. That's on that one. You can see that. I think it's that one, and I think that one goes over there. There's none that's fell off onto here, is there? No. That is a bit of red. So I think this one is going on here, there. And then I think this one is going on here. Is that the one up there? Like so. Okay, now I'm just going to give this a covering of this. Some more glue on there. Okay, I'm going to leave that one at that for now. Clean up. Get out of my fingers, and we've got one more candle to make now. Then we can start building. So I'm going to bring everything in. Where does that go? I don't suppose it matters if I've got some bits left. I know they're the wicks. That don't belong to anything. That's just, no, that does that. Okay, so I'm going to do the green now, and I'm going to start off with old paper. And I'm also going to do this tray in old paper. Then I'm going to go in with mowed lawn. It's quite bright, but as I said, I'm going to give them all another coat in a bit. Okay, and then this one can have mowed lawn. And then I'm going to go in with pine needles on this last one. Okay, let's build it up then. Put that to one side for a minute. Right, this is going to go on top of there. And this one's going to go on top. I think there are some other bits to this one on there that I can see. Okay, so that's going on the top of there. And then this final layer. And we've got some bits to put on. And I've got the base of the long candle to do. So that's going on there. Let's bring this back in a minute. See if we can find that bit there. And that bit. They are definitely wicks. So that is going on there. I'll just stick it on and then we'll put some ink on. I don't know if this is a piece or not. But it's not going on. So the rest for me are wicks. But what I want to do is give this a dark. I'm not convinced I like the mowed lawn. Okay, so that's that. Now, okay, for this one, let's clean up. I'm going to build it first. I've got that to put on the top of there. Okay, so let's build this. And we'll decide what colour I'm going to do this. Okay, and then we're going to try and put this rim on here. I'm going to leave it white. Where did that go? Have I dropped that? There it is. Okay, and that is going on top of there like that. Like so. Okay, we need to decide what colour we're going to do this now. I'm going to just do it gathered twigs. Because I'm going to put some gilding polish on. I want it quite stressy anyway. I don't want it to look oldie. Right, I'm going to go over, slightly over this with some gathered twigs. And then go back in with my lumberjack blade. Can then tone this down a bit to put more gathered twigs along here. And then I'm going to do the same with the green one. Green, don't put red on that. Okay, so I'm happy with the way they're all coloured up. I'm going to clean up, clean my hands, put the lid on those inks. Okay, just get this. It's gone very dark, so I think there's a storm brewing. Okay, so I've done a base. I'm just going to trim this down a bit because it's a bit too big. And I've put it through the wood effect embossing folder. Okay. And I'm actually going to now gathered twigs. Yeah, I'm going to take some gathered twigs and I'm just going to darken the background a little bit. This is on like a taupe coloured card. Just going to give it some sort of stress look. Smooth these out the way. So then I'm going to put some gilding wax on it, but I just want to see how we're going to build up the candles. So we've got the wicks to do yet as well. So I'm going to have that one go in there. That one just sitting, I think, behind, and then this one, I can move this one across. And then this one sitting in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up the wicks. Okie doke. Oh, the flames, should I say. You do get wicks as well. And I'm not sure. They might still be in the dye. They are, look. So I've got two. I've already got them on 2 of them, so I just want wick for the green. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour these. I don't want a flame on that one, so I'm going to colour these in the background orange and the foreground, you know. Just colour these in with a pen. And take the yellow. It's going really, really dark now. I don't think they're wicks. We can get rid of those. This is what I mean. There's all sorts of bits start to fall out, and once they've fallen out, you don't know which dye they've come from. And so that's going on top of there. And this one's going on top of here. Then I'm just going to colour these in black. Should just take my Sharpie pen. Just get a bit of paper. Get them the right way round. It's very, very fiddly, but okay. And then I'm just going to take some gathered twigs over the top of this just to tone it down. It's quite bright. Okay, so we want a wick. In here. Sticking to everything but the piece of card. Fine. And then this one on here. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get my gilding polish. I've got various different. I'm going to use this one, and I want to put a bit of gilding polish on. I'm just going to get some paper just want to give it some highlights, tiny bit. And on this one, to colour that wick black. Okay, we're going to put some on here. Just going to tone this down and not make it and then on this one. That's a wick that's just found my knee. We're looking for that in a minute, you watch. Okay. Right, lid. Clean up my finger. Okay, I'm just going to pop these all to one side for a moment because I don't know whether to put some gilding polish on here. I think I will put some on here. I've just cleaned my fingers, but hey ho. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm going to pop this now and I'm going to clean myself up. That's me blacked up for the day. Right, let's pop this onto the background. Let me get the other one that's the wider nozzle in. Get there quicker. I'm going to mount there. On top of the black. And then I'm going to mount this one onto my card. I'm doing a 5x7 card. Okay, let's bring all this back on there. Okay, so this one's gonna sit in here. Can't really see that on the background. I might just give that a bit more gathered twigs to darken it up. Let's see what that's like. That's better. Okay, and that's going to sit in there. This red one is just going to sit on its own. I want to move that one up there, get them in place first. That's going to go in there. Going to bring that one up a bit. Let's have a look. And this one's going to sit in here. So if I pop that on there like that. Right, I'm going to stick this one on flat. Touching the bottom there. Looking in a minute. Pop the wick on. It's on there. Okay, then I'm going to stick this one on foam pads. No, I'm going to stick that one on flat as well and then bring this one up on foam pads. In fact, I might stick some very narrow foam tabs. I'll just get some. When I say narrow, I mean depth. And let's put foam tape there. And put one down there, and then I might double. Let's have a look. Then I'm going to double up at the top. Whoa! Get that back in place. I thought that had been stuck. And I'm going to double the top. So that's going to go like that. And then I'm going to sit this one flat at the back. Like that. Then this one will sit on foam tape. Let's put the wick on that one. So this one's going to sit on double foam tapes. And then go down this way. the top there. Just get another one, bear with me. Okay, let's get these back as well. I can't really put any on the handle, so we'll put a bit of glue on the handle and it can sit on top of the candle. Like that. Just press that down. Let's get the backing off here. As I say, I've not done a wick. I think you only get 2 wicks, so if you want a third wick, you'd have to cut one. And then I'm just going to do a sentiment now. I've got some of that. Let's have a look what Christmas sentiment we can have. Got quite a big space. Right, I think that's appropriate. It says, people like you make Christmas bright. I've got a Versatile Claire somewhere. Here we go. I should just trim this up. I have a lid missing from an ink. Here we go. Right, do we want... I think I will get a piece of black. And just mount this on a piece of black. Trim this up. Okay, there we go, and I'm going to foam tape that up. And there we go, the Tim Holtz Sinlets candles. Took a while, but I'm happy with them. How many I'll do, I don't know, because it's fiddly, but now I've done it, I'm not disappointed that I bought it. So thanks for watching. If I can please ask you to like, subscribe and share, just to get my videos out there, I'd really appreciate it. And thanks everybody for the lovely comments, and you know, sparing the time to watch. If you feel there's anything that you would like to know, then just drop me a comment and I can answer you. But thanks very much, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.